Hi, it's me, Straight Down Tony. Oh my God, I get to live like the coolest life. Seriously, I get to live an awesome life. Um, and I'm not like saying that to brag, because I know the topic is depression, anxiety, PTSD. The yucky bad stuff, drug addiction, alcoholism, gambling, sex addiction, name it. I mean, any of that stuff. You get caught up in that kind of thing, and these things they can get you out of nowhere. So don't ever feel bad you're suffering from something like that. Don't ever feel bad about that. There's this stigma that if you're sick, that you're like unhelpable, or you're less than, or you're somehow weaker. Or I felt these things. Okay, honestly, I felt these things that I just am not, I don't know, like I'm just not strong enough for the world because I became addicted to cocaine, or whatever. I'm a loser because I'm suffering from depression. And I obviously can't hack it in this world, and I can't cope because I want to kill myself. So I understand what that feels like. Me, I start talking about real feelings and real experiences, and I start to feel the feelings. I'm empathetic that way. My man Dustin Riser, same way. My sweet friend Holly Lynn Accord, she's the same way. You feel the pain of others. Man. Oh, and I think I said Holly's last name wrong. It's Accord. Holly Accord. Love her. I love you too, Dustin. I know you're gonna watch this. I love you, bro. But like when you start to feel those feelings, when I describe those feelings, I feel those feelings, and if I know that you're feeling those feelings, it intensifies, and then I actually feel the feelings. It's like being an empath is it's challenging at times. Let me tell you, it is. It's challenging at times, but I wouldn't change anything. I wouldn't, having the ability to have like real true compassion for another human being, I feel it's a blessing, and I feel that I'm very fortunate to be able to experience life from that perspective, and I didn't always feel that way. There were times when life felt hopeless. There were times where I just really wanted to give up. And when I hear people say those words, it's hopeless, it's useless, I want to give up, I'm not, whatever, right? When I hear people say those words, I know what they're feeling, because I've felt that before. I've been there. So to be able to do what I'm doing right now with you, and here in this place, in this park, on this beautiful, this is what I call pre-fall. It's not the end of summer and it's not fall. It's like this pre-fall, I don't know. So it's like warm and it's sunny kind of, but at the same time there's like this coolness in the air, and there's this chill in the breeze. And you can kind of feel the fall coming, that apple cinnamon smell in the air. So I am like really like big on like the fact that like I get to live this kick-ass life today. I work with dogs. Like, that's one of the things I do. I work with dogs, and so all the work I do is all work with dogs, and I love it. I love every minute of it. There's times where it's difficult. Yeah, there's times where it's kind of stressful, but not really. It can be a little challenging at times, but that's about the worst I can say about it. Really. Like, working with dogs for me is like heaven. And so when I get money for it, it makes me laugh. I'm like, oh my God, they're giving me money for that. See, it makes me laugh. I think about this, like, I get to spend time with all of these different dogs. I get to learn all their little quirks, and I get to bond with them, and I get to, like, do all this cool stuff and live part of their lives with them, and in whatever capacity that is. And then people give me money. So, like, doing what you love, right? Like, doing what you love for a living, that's another thing I get to experience today. What a blessing that is. Not everybody can do this. I'm just in this fortunate position today where I can do this, and I'm doing it. Like, I'm like, instead of just letting this opportunity waste away while I'm in my bedroom just feeling sorry for myself, right? Just like, oh my God. I just, how much of life have I missed out on, right? But I don't want to go back there. I don't want to dwell on the past. So that's why I'm living it today. Like, really, that's why I'm like, really, like, okay, this is my life. This is an opportunity I have, and I'm going to fully take advantage of this opportunity. And I totally am. All right. It's like, oh my God. So you can get there, right? You can get to where I am. You can go, if you're wondering, how do I get through this horrible, horrific shit that went down in my life, right? And I'm not trying to belittle anybody's experience. I'm not trying to say anyone that certain things are worse or better than or whatever. The way it affects you is the way it affects you, regardless of what it is, to any degree. And those effects can be crippling, can be disabling, can make you freeze and stop. And you stop moving and you start dying. I know what it's like to live in that place of, I have stopped moving and I have started to die. Literally, guys. I'm not lying about that. I'm not exaggerating about that. I believe that experience, you know, as much as I've learned from it, as much as I've grown from it, as much as it has taught me, as strong as it has made me today and the opportunities it's brought me, I still think some of those opportunities probably shaved some years off my life, you know, like, for real. And that's the truth with a lot of us. Most of us, probably all of us, I don't know. You know, we make some bad decisions sometimes that maybe end up leading to bad lifestyles, that maybe end up leading to tragedy, disaster. And we got to pick up the pieces and start all over again. Or, you know, maybe we've lost someone close to us in our lives, you know. I mean, I've experienced a lot of loss of a lot of people in my life, friends and relatives, and a parent. But, you know, in all fairness, I mean, there's certain kinds of deaths of people I don't ever want to experience, you know. I want to die before they do. But my point is that these things, they can affect us. They can affect our entire lives. They can change the trajectory of how things were going. Things could be going really good, and then boom, this event, and it shakes us and it rocks us so hard, and we get into this tailspin, and we get stuck in it and we can't get out. I've been there. Okay. It's one of the things I promise you. If I'm talking about things in that kind of manner, it means that I've experienced it. Getting stuck in that resigning to it. That's what I did. Yep. I resigned to it. I gave up to it. I said, well, I guess this is just the way life is going to be for Tony until he dies. that I'm just going to be depressed and sad and lonely and want to die every day until I finally die, that I'm never going to experience any kind of joy in life ever again. I was there, you know, and it wasn't some big giant, big huge jump to over the top of the mountain and like knock down skyscrapers or whatever like type of action. I took some action. I took a small action, a teeny step that led to another teeny step that led to another. And those actions led to certain results. And the more I started to see those results, the more action I took. The more I repeated those actions. And you know what? Along the way, I have stumbled. Along the way, I have backslid. I have cheated on my diet. I have gotten lazy about going to the gym. I have made some really stupid, bad decisions. I have done some things that I regret, you know. But I'm learning and I'm growing, and I'm like, okay, maybe I didn't learn that lesson the first time. Wow. Okay, so the second time around, the experience was even worse. Maybe that'll teach me. You know, all these warning signs of like, you know, maybe you've made the wrong decision, but I keep going through with the action anyway. Have you ever done that one? So yeah, I'm not perfect. I'm just living a better way though. I'm living a better way of life today. And you know, it doesn't require perfection. That's what I'm trying to get at. It doesn't require me being perfect. It doesn't require you being perfect. But it does require some sort of action, right? If you got something going on, learn about it. Learn about your problem. Look up your symptoms. Find out what it is. Go to a doctor. Go to a therapist. Go to a professional. Get diagnosed properly. And don't just seek out prescription medication as a solution. Find ways that you can take action towards your wellness, towards your overall health, your overall well-being, mentally, physically, spiritually, all of it, right? Anyone who says they have all those things in balance, they might believe that. None of us get those things in perfect balance. You know, my emotions, my reactions to things have always been like, most of my life, like these big, huge, dramatic roller coaster type of things, you know, woo, way up here, way down here, you know, like one extreme or another. And today it's more of a smooth ride, you know, but it's not without its bumps. It's not without its difficult spots. It's not without its twists and its turns, and it's life. But I've gotten stronger, and I've been able to, I guess, withstand certain things in life that would normally crush me. I've been able to survive certain things in life that would kill most people. And yet somehow I'm still here. And I believe that reason is so that I can give back. So I can give back to you. So I can carry a message of hope to others. And say, like, whatever it is that's going on with you currently, you know, you can get through it. And you don't have to do it alone. Okay? You don't ever have to do things alone. One of the best things that I get to be a part of is a 12-step fellowship, where I have a home group, a group of people who know who I am. Who, if I miss a meeting, they send me a text message or mention, hey, we didn't see you last night. How you doing? Everything okay? That kind of stuff. The kind of people they can come to me and I can go to them about anything. Anything. Hey, I need a friend. Boom, they're there. Those kind of people. If you can surround yourself with those kind of people, it may not be the people who are currently in your life. I don't know. That may not be an option right now, but it could be. I would highly suggest that part of your course of action is getting help from others. It's okay to ask for help. It's not such a bad 4-letter word. I used to think it was. So much pride. So prideful. couldn't ask for help even when I was drowning. Come on. You been there? I bet. I want to add something to this world. I want to add something good to this world. I hope I'm doing that. I hope that you can find a way out like I have. I hope that you can find a plan, a course of action that you can take, a success formula that you can follow that will work for you so that you can find joy and happiness and love and be happy being yourself again. Or maybe being happy being yourself for the very first time ever. Yeah, that's a beautiful feeling. It's a beautiful feeling, being okay being yourself. God, I am okay being Tony today. Not only that, I get to be Tree Town Tony today. And that's because of you. Thank you for letting me surf.